Some people believe that casinos are a dying business or losing money. And first of all, these people are lunatics. But I think what's happening is that they're not understanding why some casinos lose money. And I really think it's important for me to make this video. Let's just go back in time to the Taj Mahal, okay? And just try to understand. The Taj Mahal actually was a very successful casino. People don't know this. It was an extremely successful casino. It was making a tremendous amount of money. But the problem is that because Donald J. Trump borrowed close to $700 million in junk bonds at a rate of around 14%, the interest alone, like the casino had to generate a win of $1 million a day. So even though it was making a very, very respectable amount of money, it was not making enough money to cover its debts, which ultimately forced it into bankruptcy. Not personal bankruptcy, but business bankruptcy in terms of the Taj Mahal. But now, so a lot of people might say, well, doesn't that constitute as a failure? No, it doesn't constitute as a failure. The casino was a success. Okay, it was a big success, but there was too much debt. Now, that really goes for any business. You see it happening, X, which is formerly, Twitter. Elon Musk overpaid. I mean, let's be realistic. I mean, the guy paid 44 billion. I think right now people are saying it could be worth 4 billion. You know what I mean? And once again, he has a large note on that. Even though Elon has all the money, from what I've read, he did. There is debt on that loan. Okay, on that purchase, on that acquisition. So, but this is the thing. To me, let me just simplify it. Okay, there was a pizzeria. I will never forget this in Brooklyn. The guy, it was called Pizza Den. Okay, and I became friends with the owner over the years. Actually, the original owner had a wedding band. I was the piano player in the wedding band. But really great guy, Italian guy. Just great food, phenomenal food. And I remember him saying to me that because I owned the real estate, and he paid a very he was a very smart, very shrewd businessman. He paid a very, very good price for the real estate. The business never ever went under because of that. So I think primarily there's two options. Okay, there's option A, there's option B. Option A, you don't want to even have any type of loan or any type of debt on the real estate. If you have the potential, buy the real estate outright. That's kind of that's what McDonald's does. I love the McDonald's business model. They buy the real estate, a franchisee comes in, gives McDonald's a percentage of the profits, pays them the lease. It's friggin' awesome. I mean, so the McDonald's has got like the best of every single world. They own the real estate, they got the money coming in from rent, and they got a percentage of the business. It's the most beautiful business plan on earth. So, but the thing is, if you're going to have debt, you want to make sure that debt is low. That's the key. You don't want to have a lot of debt. And even this is stuff that even people like, well, Banana Bear is doing it all wrong with AMC. All wrong. I mean, he doesn't own the real estate. I would say the majority of the movie theaters, they're all leases. The lease keeps going up. He's not making enough money to pay off the debts. I mean, that's just a mess. That's a mess. So ideally, you want to have the real estate paid in full. But if you have to have a debt, you want it to be very small, where you have absolutely no doubt that the revenue that's coming in will satisfy and exceed that debt. And if you follow that business model, it really actually doesn't even matter what business is there. You want to know the truth? It doesn't matter if it's a casino, it doesn't matter if it could be a restaurant, it doesn't matter if it's a clothing store. As long as the debt is you own the real estate, the debt is low, and the revenues exceed the debt, you're in great shape. So this notion of casinos losing money, it's just people are not understanding what's truly happening. It could be a case where there's just too much debt. Okay, and that would apply not just for the casino business. Like I said, we talked about X, formerly Twitter. It could be any business. Okay, if there's too much debt, If the real estate was over, you overpaid for the real estate, this would affect any industry. I don't care. It could be the greatest industry in the world. It'll still be affected. So this video is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. This video is for entertainment purposes only.